ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Always got some breathing room. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Right back to him on first down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on, fellas. Here we go. 48.
Now it's Breida. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Flushed out right. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three. White.
He'll get it up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21.
They run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down, Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Garoppolo looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll rumble the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Right.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Load it. Hurry up. Load it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
11. Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. Wait, 80.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Go ahead.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. On second down, Rivers again. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, gun. 11. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On the screen pass, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter, and Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know if it'll be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway than what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No game, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Read 80! Load it! Load it! 80 high!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
80 high!
On 3rd down, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength. That's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Set. We're okay. We're okay.
Rivers now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Delta! Everyone's got 4. Buffalo one. No. Hurry up!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rivers, escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Garoppolo now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
21.
This is Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Garoppolo looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 57 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The left side completion to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.